and they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there up, down, up, down, up, down. So all I do is win, and this, bro. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Bro, I can't fix the fucking vertical output, bro. Then just do output. Hit vertical. Hit whatever. How do I Oh, y'all niggas can see me, bro? Turn my webcam off, bro. You can see me? Well, let's bring this over here because this is the trade that I am in. First of all, let's bring that on the screen. But the Twitch can't see it on a vertical output. Twitch, if I switch to live screen, see, I gotta slide this over. Let's go to display capture. Okay, let's slide this over like that. Zoom in, put it on the center. Slide it back over on the center. And wow. Now Twitch can see the position. All I do is win, no matter what. Money on my mind, I can never give it up. And let's go on YouTube. Pull up the live stream. Do your channel. Oh, where's my thumbnail? My thumbnail's not even here. Fuck. Okay, fuck the thumbnail, bro. Let's copy the link. YouTube channel. Wait. Let's send us in the Discord. Announcements. Style. Copy. Paste. Unlock. Boom. 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 So V. Paste. Boom. Let's work. Boom. Let's copy this. Send it to the other Discord. Boom. Boom. Copy. Paste. But not yet. Where's my name? Enunciate. Copy. Paste. Boom. 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 All right, so there we go. Boom. Boom. All right, that's that. Oh, I didn't add in Discord. Go back to the Discord. Go back to my server. My server. Boom. Edit. Enter. Add. Boom. Boom. Here we go. Boom. Boom. All right. I got two Discord tabs open. You can close this one, leave this open. That's done. All right, I come back over here. Boom, boom, and put a shirt on before I turn my face cam on, bro. And put a shirt on. I know that nigga Bando be getting freaky in the chat. Oh, need him getting freaky with me. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. All I really don't even want to live trade, man. I really just want to play Fortnite, my nigga. Okay. I really don't even want to live trade. Really don't even want to live trade. I really just want to sit here and play Fortnite, my nigga. Okay. You feel me? But, you know what I'm saying? We gotta do what we gotta do, man. Because every time, bro, why you can't let me go live on TikTok, bro? I wanted to do a stream on TikTok. IQ. But the low-key didn't let me, bro. Oh, let's turn my fist cam on, because I know y'all want to see fine shit, bro. All I do is all I do is I um, I'll do some breakdowns other than gold. So even though I'm in gold, we can see if we got other potential. But fuck, I can't even talk. Potential positions on other pairs. There we go. I got it out that time, chat. Potential positions on other pairs. So far, we've been cooking all week though. We haven't took a losing trade all week. So let's see what else we can get. Actually, I do have to schedule that YouTube video. All right, let's schedule that YouTube video first. So, what am I looking for? Oh yeah, when is a good time to hold a short on Thursday? Got a YouTube short on Thursday. Let's see, good time 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. So lunch break views. Okay, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. We're gonna schedule this video for 12 p.m. YouTube create, upload, select files. Oh fuck! I don't even know where did I export that video to, bro? Fuck! I don't even know where I exported it to. Let's go to home. I think it was NAS 100. I titled it live trade short. Okay, there you go. NAS 100. This is NAS 100 short that I got yesterday. Right, need a YouTube short title for the video. Live trading NAS 100 sell. Optimize the title for response to tights. Here's the optimized suspense-driven YouTube short title for a live trading NAS video. I risked all selling NAS live. Ooh. Copy. That's a good title. Oh no, this is better. This is way better. Live NAS 100 sells, instant regret, or genius entry. This is way better. Let's copy this title. Right. A description for this YouTube short and include my disclaimer. Check it in as was it a sniper intruder or disaster? Okay, boom. So try catching the top one now it's 100 live. Was it a sniper entry or disaster waiting to happen? Watch and find out. Real trades, real time, no fluff. Now it's 100 live trading. Tradeaholic Forex, day trading. Disclaimer, this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a financial advisor and nothing shared in this content constitutes financial advice. Trading involves risk. Always do your own research before making any financial decisions. Yes, sir. Let's add this to the live trading shorts. Next. Oh wait, this is supposed to be a premiere. I mean a schedule, right? So let's go back. Okay, next. Public schedule. What's today? The 3rd. So schedule it for the 3rd at 12 p.m. 12 p.m. to 12 p.m. 12 p.m. Boom. Time zone EST. Okay, where is New York? Hold on, not see New York. London, no, not London time. New York, here we go. Okay, that video you post will be set public on 12 p.m. Okay, close. Okay, that's done. Close this. All right. I also got to edit the other video where I wait. What video was that? Fuck. What's it? This trade? I had a video on another trade. I don't know if it was this one or this trade, but I did have a video on another trade. I don't know which. I don't remember which one it was. Fuck. All right. Fuck all that shit. Let's look at GBP JPY. So this was my chart from yesterday. It does look pretty the same, like it does still look clean. So we're gonna clear it and redo my chart breakdown for GBP JPY. Looking at GBP JPY, start off on a daily time frame. I know how I like to do my breakdown. We're overall bullish, so buyers are in control on GBP JPY. We are in between this most recent high right over here and this most recent low. This is the current range price is in. That's the daily time frame. Let's drop down to the 4-hour time frame to see our 4-hour direction. So looking on the 4-hour time frame, we have clear higher highs and higher lows. Just had a market structure shift here where the 4-hour time frame did indeed transition to bearish structure. So where on this specific time frame, sellers are in control. And now we see we have a new lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Right. This was the most recent low that price did indeed break below and have a nice strong bearish closure below this zone. So we can see price come down to fill in the rest of this range down here. So our 4-hour time frame is indeed bearish. Now let's look on our 1-hour time frame. Looking on our 1-hour time frame, we are indeed bearish as well. We have clear lower lows and lower highs here. We just had a break below this low, and now we have a pullback retest with a long wick rejection. So this long wick rejection lets me know that we are rejecting this area, and we could see price come down to the bottom of this range right over here. And that's that. So this is our new range we're trading in. Below this range, we can look to target these clean candlesticks right over here. This is a strong level of support. This area was previously rejected, and it's getting rejected again here. So we can close below this area. We can have potential sell opportunities. We can close below this area. We can have potential sell opportunities below this low. Other than that, we can have sell opportunities up here. But let's see if we miss this opportunity. So y'all know how I like to enter. I like to enter on a 5-minute time frame. Now that I have my clear direction over, I want to look for sales. I don't really want to buy because my 4-hour and our 1-hour is both bearish. Before I want to take buys, I need my 4-hour time frame and my 1-hour time frame to both be in sync with where buyers are in control. And where does that happen according to price action? Buyers don't regain control until we break above 197,500. So that's all the way up here. This is where buyers regain control. Other than that, I want to be strictly looking for opportunities to sell as long as price remain below this area. So we have a doji candle here on this 4-hour time frame, meaning price is slowing down. So the question is this bearish momentum slowing down? Is this what this sideways price can look like? Is this bearish momentum slow down and now we have a deep retracement? Or is the retracement here slowing down and now we're about to have another aggressive push? That's the question I'm asking myself right at the moment. Down to the 5-minute time frame where we can see more detail on what happened. So looking on a 5-minute time frame, we had clear higher highs and higher lows here as price was bullish. Boom. This is my most recent higher low. So technically the 5-minute time frame is still bullish until we take out this low. So according to the way I enter, if I want to take these sells on GJ, I would sell below here, stop loss above here, and I look to target these lows here. As you can see with this potential position, this is a negative risk to reward. So because this is a negative risk to reward for 0.6, if I risk $1,000, I'll only be making 600 for my first target. That's a negative risk to reward. So it's not a trade I'll be open to take. So I need to see a better kind of idea. So, or where I can get a better entry. So where would I get a better entry? Another push up to this area here. If price continues higher and breaks this high over here and forms this kind of structure where we have clear higher highs and higher lows, then I can get a better entry up here. But until then, no entry just yet. I need another retest, creating some equal highs in this area. Then I'll take a internal market structure shift to then sell to target these lows down here for my first target, and then having a bigger target being the bottom of our next range, which is all the way down here if I look left. So I need price to come back up to retest this high first before continuing down. Other than that, it could continue down here, but it's not a trade I would actually take. I would just wait to take this kind of entry just because this risk reward selling too early will be a negative RR. Hey, Chef, what's good, gang? Welcome to the stream. I deem you my financial advisor from now on. I'm going to copy what you do 24/7. Hey, I hear you, gang. Wait, what you hear when I took them nine sales yesterday? Did you catch some nine sales? I think Bravo was here. KD was here. I don't remember if I saw. I don't remember if I saw you or not. But I'm not no shape or form a financial advisor, bro. This is just me showcasing what I'm doing to the chart and how I personally trade my capital or the money that I am in charge of. So for everybody that's out there lurking, that's thinking about suing me, bro, if they lose a trade, nope. You're taking any trade I take, it's just me showcasing what I'm doing, and it's up to you to make a decision on your own. Of course, do your own research. Now I fell asleep by that point. Oh damn. I caught these nine shorts though. These nine shorts right here yesterday. This was a nice ass trade, bro. It ran for a 1 to 4 risk reward, but I got out at a 1 to 2. So this trade actually ran to 1 to 4 all the way down here, which was my final target. But because I went to sleep after while the trade was still running, I just got out at a 1 to 2. But it was an overall solid trade. I am in these gold buys though. But let's continue. Looking on GU. Let's see what GU have to offer. Looking on GU, let's do a GU trade breakdown. Overall, aggressively bullish. We're in a retracement phase of an overall bullish uptrend. We did have a previous daily engulfing that engulfed the previous 1, 2, 3, 4 days worth of data. This is a massive potential reversal candlestick here. And we are rejecting this previous area of resistance here though. So let's take note of that. But our daily is technically still bullish. Looking at our 4-hour time frame, we are bearish though. We created a higher high, a higher low, and new higher high. Price gave us a shift in direction as price rebroke this low right over here. Let me know that our 4-hour time frame sellers are currently in control. With that being said, let's get into our 1-hour time frame. Looking at our 1-hour time frame, once again, sellers are still in control. We broke below this higher low over here. Price chain back up to try to retest it. We couldn't quite get a deep enough pullback though, so still no entry. If price do pull back into this area though, I'll be open to taking sales here, just because this is the area that was previously broken and we haven't got a retest yet. Price tried to retest it and get to this area, but we didn't quite get there. Other than that, we can just adjust this line to capture these wicks here, and this is our current 1-hour range. So I can either get some sales up here if price drives back up, or I'll be open to taking sales down here if the price continues down and we get a closure below this previous level of support and see if we can get a retest for this level of support to hold as a level of resistance. Then we can look left for our targets. Looking at our potential targets, we have clean range to the left hand side. That is a clean imbalance in price, so price needs to balance itself out. We can look to take some partial down here at our next potential rejection area. This is a big fat range to trade in. Wait, I didn't know that my face cam wasn't on this whole time. Oh well, bro, fuck it. Other than that, we do have a potential rejection area sitting here as well, where we have rejections here, rejections here. I can't ignore these rejections, so price may just come down here and reject. And we also have rejections here. Yes, so we have rejections here as well. So we can look for those areas as targets, but for entry, I would want to take sells as price come up here or sells if price break down here. That's what I think about GE. Let's go back to gold and see how my gold trade is doing. The gold trade is doing okay. We're in a little bit of profit, roughly about $176 in profit. Not really too much money, but it's cool. We're still relatively close to entry. My first TP will be at $1,000. My second TP will be at $2,000. But yeah, price is relatively close to entry. What I don't like about this trade so far is that this hourly candle does have no bottom wick. So everybody knows I like my candlesticks to have both a bottom and a top wick. And any event that price aggressively pushes up in one direction without leaving a wick in the opposing direction, 9 times out of 10 that candle will flip bearish to actually make that lower wick. If that candle doesn't do that, then the follow-up candle after that may be the candle that opens up and makes that bottom wick to go back bearish. So now with that theory, with that being in the back of my mind, if it does flip bearish, we don't know how low it's going to go before it continues up, or if it just flips bearish and continues bearish. That puts me in drawdown because this is actually my entry. So that's what I don't like. If this candlestick opened up, create a bottom wick first, then flip bullish, that would be a lot better. But I'm already in the trade. We're going to see how the trade plays out. Currently sitting a couple hundred in profit, but it is what it is. So we did GJ, we did GU. Let's look at NAS 100 again. Actually, I don't want to trade NAS 100. This is too rangy. I don't want to trade this price action, but we can do a NAS 100 breakdown just in case anybody wants to trade NAS 100. And I'll give you my input on what I think about NAS 100. So again, daily time frame is aggressively bullish with no real retracement. So these sales I took yesterday was counter trend to the daily time frame, but also it lets me know that this daily time frame does have potential to create that higher low before making a new high. This is also all-time high sitting here on NAS 100. We are definitely sitting at all-time highs. And when you are trading markets that are sitting at all-time highs, it's kind of tough to keep buying because you don't know where price could potentially reject from. Like if I zoom out on the weekly time frame, there are no candlesticks looking to the left that you could have, that you could look for price to potentially reject off of. All the candlesticks are lower than where the price currently is. This is considered all-time highs. It's also risky to sell at all-time highs because you don't know where it could potentially reject and price could just continue going higher. But again, market doesn't go up forever, right? The market moves in waves where we have higher highs and higher lows. So if the market did go straight up forever, anybody could just buy at any random given time and everybody will be rich. That is very unrealistic. So there are going to be pullback and corrections that correct these big impulse moves. So I do think this big impulse moves needs a correction at some point in time, but the problem is I don't know when that correction will happen. So if I just try to sell now, I can get clapped up. If I try to sell tomorrow, I can get clapped up, right? But that is the process. That is when risk management comes into play. Well, enough yapping. Daily time frame overall bullish. We just made a new high right up here. So looking at our 4-hour time frame, our 4-hour time frame is bearish though. Actually, our 4-hour time frame is bullish. I was saying our 4-hour time frame is bearish because we broke this low here where I took my sells at. But now looking at it, my sells did create some equal lows here. Now we rebroke these highs right over here. Our 4-hour time frame is bullish. This is our previous high. This is our most recent low. This is the range price is in. I don't want to trade in this range no more. It's too much indecision here. I'd rather trade a cleaner price action, which is below this range. So potential sells below here. That way price will be re-breaking the overall daily low and clean range to the left hand side to continue down to at least these highs right over here. Other than that, I don't want to trade in this range no more because this is an indecision level, and when we have indecision levels, there's too much risk on the table and it's too much back and forth, right? This is a range. I don't want to trade this range anymore. I already traded it yesterday before the rejection happened, anticipating that price could go lower and continue down, but eventually it did show a rejection. Because we already rejected the area, I don't want to trade back into it. Looking on the 1 hour time frame, we are indeed bullish. So as far as sales, now I said all that, I was talking about sales, but looking at 1 hour time frame, we are indeed bullish. Our 4 hour time frame is bullish as well. We are bullish above this area. As price broke above this high here, this is what created that market structure shift where buyers regained control after this aggressive sell-off. So potential buys could be if price retests this 22.597 area. Potential buys off of that area. This is a valid level to potentially take buys. Then you could trade back to the top of this range here and potential breakout for more all-time highs. Other than that, I wouldn't trade where price currently is. I would need to see a steep retracement to retrace some of this overall imbalance. Other than that, yeah. Or if price could actually create equal highs up here, create these equal highs and then retrace here, this would be a great buy as well. But no, where price is currently at, I wouldn't take a trade. I wouldn't sell or buy there. I would just wait for a pullback into this 22,600 area, 22,600, or I would take a sell below this 22,400. That's on Nas 100. That's what I think. But because that current price is nowhere near the areas I would actually want to take a trade, I'm not going to really focus on it today, and we worry about that another day. Let's go back and look at my other gold position. So let's look at gold. See what gold's doing. Still relatively close to entry. Not aggressively. We're still pushing up low key. Oh, I didn't mean to pull that up on the screen. Let's take that off this monitor. I did not mean to show my account size on the screen. That was a mistake. It's tough. But that's not my account. It's actually a funded account challenge. So I don't really care anyways. As long as my credentials didn't get shown on the screen, then I really don't give a fuck. But other than that, let's go continue on with my breakdowns. So far, I'm in gold. I like GJ for sales. I like GU for sales as well. I just need a steeper retracement on both of those pairs. Those are only two pairs that are relatively close, not really close, but could get into my area during New York session, not necessarily during London session, right? London session didn't start yet. We're coming into pre-London. It is currently 12:53. So pre-London starts in the next 7 minutes where we have that pre-London volume coming in. Hopefully that pre-London volume could drive gold even further to get gold rocking and hit my first take profit level. So let's look at GBP CHF. Actually, I don't want to break down another GBP CHF pair because I already have 3 GBP pairs with GBP JPY, GBP USD. So I don't need another GBP pair in my favorites right now. So we can get off that. These are my most recent trades on USD JPY. I caught these sells Friday and I got clapped up for a loss. Then I caught these sells on that Monday. Got a fat ass 1 to 6 risk reward. Got a scaling sell here at a fat ass 1 to 2 risk reward. Those was 2 fire positions that made me a decent amount of money on these positions. Other than that, let's start off on the UJ breakdown. Past results don't determine future profits. Okay, so just because I won those trades don't mean I will win my next one. Right? These losses are generated in the market completely randomly, and it's just up to me to implement my system over and over again because I do have a profitable system that I built myself based off of my 4 years of experience of trading, and I have over a 70% win rate, so I win more than 70% of my trades. But losses could happen at any given moment. And that 1% could change at any given moment due to market conditions and economic stuff that's going on in the economy. But let's get into USD JPY. Daily time frame, we are bullish. We have a deep retracement. We may be going bearish as price closed below this low here, so we might be bearish. Right? It's a little scary, but I'm gonna say bearish. Right? We're in between this high and these lows down here. This is our current daily range. our current daily range, and look into the 4-hour time frame. Okay, looking on the 4-hour time frame, we have clear bearish structure, right? We are making clear lower lows and lower highs here, meaning sellers are definitely in control on USD JPY according to the 4-hour time frame. We are in a retracement phase of an overall bearish trend on a 4-hour. So that is noted. So if daily is bearish, 4 hours bearish, 1 hour. So ideally, because my daily and 4 hours is bearish, I want to take sales overall. I'm not looking for buy opportunities until my 4-hour shifts into bullish structure. According to current price, I am strictly looking for selling opportunities. So now the question I ask myself is, where do I want to sell? Looking at the 1 hour time frame, we have a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. This was a market structure shift where the sellers lost control, where the buyers started to take over this market. Looking at this, where the buyers, looking at this bullish structure, we have, looking at this bullish structure, we have higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Technically, my 1 hour is technically still bullish until we come back and close below this level of support down here. So I don't want to sell while my 1 hour is still bullish, where the price is currently at. Even though my 4 hour and daily is still bullish, bearish, I need my 1 hour to go bearish as well, just to add a confluence to increase the likelihood of me actually winning that trade. And that doesn't happen until price closes below 143,400 area. So if price if I get a 1 hour closure below this level of support down here, I'll be open to taking sales and to see if price could continue down into this 142,750 area, right? This is my most recent rejection area, so price could potentially reject here again. The area that price is currently reacting off of is this area of support right over here, well, resistance right over here. This is where price currently is. If we reject this area and then come back down, close below this low, this lets me know this is a high probability trade for price to continue down to fill in the rest of this range. Being so, we will be taking out a previous higher low. We also will have a left shoulder, a head, a right shoulder, a break of a neckline, a retest for rejection, and a potential continue down to make new lows. This is a very high quality trade opportunity if we could get a 1 hour closure below. Looking on a 4 hour time frame, 4 hours is indeed bearish, and this is my most recent higher low. Lower high in the 4 hour time frame. As far as buys, I don't really want to buy until we crack above 144,550 area. Other than that, I'm strictly looking for sales until, as long as strictly looking for sales when our 1 hour time frame shifts into bearish structure, where the sellers are regaining control. I do like the trade idea though. This may be something that play out during the New York session, not necessarily London session. This might be something that play out during the New York session, but I do overall like this trade idea, so we're gonna add that to our favorites. Whew. If I'm talking too fast, YouTube chat, let me know, man. If I'm talking too fast, let me know, bro. Fuck. Oh, never mind. Y'all didn't hear that. I was gonna say, y'all heard that shit, bro. I'm cooked. YouTube was gonna strike copyright my shit, bro. Good thing y'all didn't hear that though. That was the wrong playlist, bro. Wrong fucking playlist. So listen to some lo-fi non-copyright. Lo-fi non-copyright music. Here we go. Here we go, man. Wait, why do I have another tab open there, bro? Why do I have two of the same tabs open? What the fuck? Okay, let's go back. Look at gold again. We just had an hourly. This is our 1 hour and 4 hour gold. This is the crucial time for gold. Pre-London volume is now kicking in. Hopefully, this is 1 a.m. That means our 1 hour and our 4 hour candle just closed at the exact same time. Let's look at our 4 hour closure first. So looking at our 4 hour closure on gold, we did have a 4 hour bullish close, which is nice. Yeah, we just had a 4 hour bullish close. Not too much detail going on here with this 4 hour closure, but Looking at this 4-hour time frame, we do have this higher high and this higher low right over here, so we could continue up to make a new high. Looking at our 1-hour time frame, let's look at our 1-hour close. We're still closing below this previous high here, right? So I need price to close above this area. That'll be good. Price close above this area, we could trail our stop loss, not necessarily to break even. We could trail it below this low. This will be our most recent higher low on the 1-hour time frame. So yeah, we could actually trail stop loss and manage our risk here. But first, we need to close above this area. We actually do that now because we wicked this high, technically. So we're creating equal highs. We can actually do that now, but to be a little bit more conservative, I want to see a closure above this high first before I decide to make any risk management adjustments. Let's actually change this a little bit to 70 pip TP1, just so I can see where my TP1 is actually at. So this is where I'll look to partial out. So if once price comes up here to 335.54, I will be up 1%. I'll close half my position and leave a half position runner as price come up into this area. Other than that, I will be holding the rest of my position for a 1 to 2 risk reward. And yeah. Let's look at everything else. Oh wait, already did GJ, GU, UJ. I did NAS, GPCHF, did that. USD, JPY. I mean NZD, USD. Okay. Ooh, this looks clean. This looks clean for sales. Not gonna lie. I might have to replace them GU pairs, that GBP pair, with the NZD pair because this looks clean for sales. Not gonna lie. Let's actually get into the breakdown though. This was a trade that I caught on Tuesday. So let's clear this chart and restart it. Looking at the daily time frame, we're overall aggressively bullish. We are in the retracement phase of a daily push, so we could see some kind of pullback here. So we could have some sales. Looking at the daily time frame, we're in between this high and this low. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. A 4-hour time frame is indeed still bullish as well. But we are making bearish internal structure. Actually, I want to say our 4-hour bearish. We have a higher low, a new higher high. Price come down, broke below this low. So I want to say this is where the 4-hour goes bearish. So now we're in between this high and this low on this 4-hour chart. Let me know if the music too loud too, bro. This is our current range on this 4-hour chart. Let's turn on to the 1 hour. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, this was our previous low. We had a aggressive breakout where price decided to take out all of these higher lows here. This one here and this one here, right? This is where sellers regain control as this push happened down. After this push, we had a massive retracement to a nice fib level rejection at this 0.70% area, at the 70% area on this fib. We're now closing back below this level of support here with this hourly close here. We may have some kind of sells if we could pull back into this area and continue down. Sell it at this area, and we can look to target the bottom of the range here with these lows down here. Other than that, if we can clear these lows, we have a further target being these rejections areas down here, or even this one right here. We have a lot of rejections here. I can't ignore that rejection. So I like NZDSD. We're gonna put this to my favorites, and we're gonna take out G. We're gonna take out G. We're gonna add NZDSD. I like that. All right, let's look at GA. Oh, this is way too far away from where I want to trade at. We are looking like we're rejecting this area right over here though. But this pullback is not steep enough. I need to see a deeper pullback than that. Don't really want to trade that. Looking at a U. Hey, Chef, was that you? Wait, was that? No, that might have been Jose. Somebody came in the stream yesterday and asked for a AU breakdown, and I said buys if we get a deep pullback to like this area, these areas right over here, and these buys was fucking money. Like actually, these buys was money. I wonder if they took that. I don't know who asked it. I don't know if it was you or Jose, but somebody asked for like an AU trade breakdown, and these buys was fucking money. I think it might have been Jose. But looking at AU, I don't want to trade inside this range. You could probably have some sells below this low now. Now that we made that higher low, we made this high low right over here. We have equal highs up here, so this is where the 4 hour goes bearish. We can have some sells below here. Other than that, I don't really want to trade that. Same with EU. EU is still inside this current range. I did have this break and retest here for potential buys on EU. This trade idea actually played out as well. Based off of a 5-minute entry, you would have been able to get a entry. Okay, this is disgusting for entry. Your entry would have been here as price took out, gave us this 5-minute market structure shift. That loss would have had to be all the way down here for about 33 pips. I would have did 35. This would have been a trade. You would have been in some deep drawdown for a fucking long time. I don't know how long this is, but you would have been deep drawdown for like an hour or so. Then you'll eventually see some profit. You're a 1-to-1. Okay, you wouldn't even hit a 1-to-1 yet. So I'd have still been holding this trade like right about now. So good thing I didn't take that. But that's all my pairs. So these are my watch list for today. Well, for right now in the London session, we have gold that I'm actively in. GJ for potential sales at this 196,300 area. NZD/USD for potential sales at this 0.60900 area, and sells on USD JPY below 143,324. Let me record this for a YouTube short. I'm actively in these gold buys. Let's do a quick trade breakdown. These gold buys. We are rejecting off of a 1 hour bullish fib off of this area. My entry was based off of the 5-minute chart. Looking at this 5-minute chart, we have clear, lower low, lower high, lower low. Price made a higher high, higher low, and new higher high. Once I waited for a deep pullback because I didn't like this pullback here, so I waited for a steep enough pullback to get my entry. Stop loss just below the low. I'm looking to target these highs up here overall, but this is my 1-to-2 risk reward. This is my TP1 here at 33,500. But overall clean buys are 4 hour and 1 hour and daily time frame are all bullish. So we can see how this trade plays out, and I'll catch y'all at the second part of this video. Actually, I don't like that recording at all. I'm not even going to use that, bro. Fuck it. Yeah, everything looks clean. My watch list contains of gold, GBP, JPY, NZD, USD, and USD, JPY. Those are the pairs I'm looking at today. I like NZD better than JPY and GBP. So my top two are gold and NZD, USD. So we're gonna focus on these two, but I'm already in gold. So let's just watch this and see what happens here. If y'all got any pairs in the chat, on the YouTube chat, that y'all want me to go over and break down, let me know, bro. I can go do some more detailed breakdowns. Well, I think it could be any market. It could be a crypto market. It could be a futures market. It could be a stock. It could be anything. Well, not necessarily stocks because it's 1 a.m. But other than that, any kind of financial market. It could be NQYM. It could be US 30. NAS, well, already did NAS 100. It could be ES. Anything, bro. I will do a breakdown of. So we are halfway to our TP1. We are sitting roughly $600 in profit on today for my first trade on this challenge. I'm almost done with this challenge though. I need to take this challenge to 5K. I'm up 3K, so I got $2,000 to go. If I could win this trade right over here at like $1,500, I would just have like $500 to go. You know, so $500 to go on this challenge. So that's good. I just acquired 50K in funding yesterday. Yeah, I passed my challenge from last week, that 50K challenge. So I just got acquired 50K. Now I'm about to take my first trade on that. Well, I actually just took my first trade on that 50K with this trade right over here. Shout out to top one trader, bro. Shout out to top one trader for the funding, bro. They challenges are so easy to pass. Like, all I gotta do is just come to the live stream, take my trades, you'll pass the challenge, bro. Trust. So now I am 80K funded total. Then I have my personal account and I am working on a 100K challenge. After I'm done this 100K challenge, I will be 180K in funding, which is going to be amazing. That will be amazing. This is going to be the most capital I will be managing. That is live funding, not just challenges. So this is a milestone for me, bro. I just need to pass this 100K. And I am like 2K off for passing this 100K. Wait, I just noticed my face cam wasn't on this whole time, bro. Hey, Chef, you wasn't gonna say nothing in the chat, bro? Damn, bro. That's fucked up, game. That's fucked up. Okay. Bro, why the fuck is my webcam like mad fucking big on fucking, what you call them, bro? There we go. That's a lot better. Wait, no, put it back up here. Stay up here. Let's make it mad small though. There we go, buddy. There we go, buddy. Actually, let's turn my webcam off real quick. Not that. Okay, man. I'll be back.
I don't get why.
Oh, fuck. Damn, I'm probably gonna get copyright strike playing that shit on my phone out loud, bro. Fuck. This shit's annoying, bro. Why you so obsessed with me? I want to use my tripod to. Hey, should I do a IRL stream on Twitch tomorrow, bro? I mean hooping because I'm gonna go hoop tomorrow. I'm gonna run some files, bro. Should we do IRL stream chat? I'm talking to Twitch chat like people in there, bro. Cause niggas think I can't hoop for real, but I really be hooping. You know what I'm saying? I'm really Timothy, bro. You feel me? Let's go live on TikTok, bro. Fuck it. Fuck these hoes. I just hit them, then I play them. Bro, why my tripod not opening? Fuck. Fuck these hoes. I just hit them, then I play them. Cause I know hoes fucking force my mom bricks. Man, we know what's up. Fake for you dumb bitches. And we know what's up. Other than that, man, they ain't say anything but a little conversation. I know we cool. We ain't that cool because I ain't got no patience.
That's all you.
My phone finna die, bro. Fuck. As soon as I go live on TikTok, bro, my phone finna die. That shit crazy. That shit called nigga D-Rock, bro. I know that nigga sleep. My love. My love. I can't plug my charger in. Fuck. Piss me off, bro. There we go. Yeah.
You want, but his foot.
Can we go live? Can we go live? Nigga. Device camera. Device camera. There we go, buddy. Here we go. There we go, buddy. Let's put my headset back on. Let's turn my webcam back on. Wait, did I add a category and all that other shit, bro? How you even do that, bro? Comment, settings. Discord, no. Add keyword, no. I don't want to add keyword, bro. Allow comments, let the comments, block keyword. That's down on YouTube, not YouTube. TikTok Studio, bro. Fuck it. TikTok Studio. Okay, this is the wrong TikTok. TikTok Studio. Download TikTok Studio. Okay, there we go. Download for Windows. Install now. Close. Close. Wow. So looking at gold, we are roughly like fucking 5 pips away from first profit level. Oh, I lied. 2 pips. So we are 3 pips away from our first take profit level. We're roughly almost there. Let's see how much we're floating in profit. Okay, nice. We're floating decently in profit. We're up about $800 on this 100K challenge. Yeah, we good, chat. We good, chat. Maybe I should have did a YouTube. Maybe I should have did a Twitch live on my phone, bro. Instead of making it vertical like it is. That would have been better, to be honest. That low key would have been better, bro. Let's open YouTube Studio. Studio. Log in to begin. I don't even know my TikTok username, bro. What is my TikTok username? I don't even know, bro. Holy shit. Am I that sped, bro? 15651. What's good, Kendall? Welcome to the stream, bro. What's good, Jose? What's up? Good trade yesterday. I'm in gold buys. I'm in gold buys as well. Hey, shout out to Jose for getting in the gold buys without me. My guy got the same buys like me, but on his own, bro. Shout out to Jose for that. Good trade yesterday. Nah, yeah, them NAS 100 sales yesterday was calm. I ain't gonna lie. Them sales was cold. How long did you hold? I think the NAS 100 sales from yesterday, I held to TP2. I took partials at TP1, like somewhere like right here or so. I forgot where it was at, but like maybe it's like right here. But I took partials at TP1 and I held a runner for 1 to 2. A little shy, so I got out like right here. But that shit ended up running for 1 to 4. I got out at 1 to 2 because I was asleep. I went to sleep. And whoever in the TikTok live, bro, if y'all don't know me, I am a full-time day trader. I'm managing, I'm not gonna tell you how much I'm managing actually. I can tell you how much I'm managing. I'm managing over roughly 80K in capital from funded accounts. And I trade personal capital as well. And I've been trading for 4 years, day trading experience. I mainly trade in the Forex and futures market. Well, I mainly trade in the Forex market. I trade NAS 100 as well. And yeah, my main foundation of my strategy is support and resistance. If you have any questions about day trading, beginner, friendly, intermediate, or advanced, let me know. If you want a full trade breakdown of how I trade in detail, I will run anything. I'm not a gatekeeper. I expose everything on how I approach the market. I live stream every day during London session as well. I live trade every day during London session. If you want to see every trade I take in real time, win or loss, you could just easily join the YouTube chat where you see everything. Bow. I got this one fucking fly in my room. That's just annoying as fuck, bro. I went to sleep early though. I closed at partials. Oh, you closed full at the partials? Okay, at the partials, I took half off, and then I left the runner. Then I just mainly set a TP at TP2 for the runner, and then the runner got me out for that TP2. Apple past 215 tomorrow. Want to talk about Apple? Let's see. I'll look at the Apple chart right now. Hold on. Why is my tripod sitting on top of my fucking headset, bro? It's just annoying. There we go. Let's look at Apple. Is that Apple past 215 tomorrow? So let's do a full detailed breakdown of what's going on with Apple. Looking on a daily time frame, Apple is in a clear downtrend, right? We're in a clear downtrend. We're putting clear lower lows and lower highs, as you can see. Can I zoom in some? All right, let's make this a little thicker so you can see. Hold on. That look better? Yeah, okay, that's a lot better. All right, so Apple is in a clear downtrend, printing lower lows and lower highs, as you can see with this price point here. We are in a clear downtrend, but we're in a bullish retracement of a descending market. So technically, sellers are in control on Apple. This is just a bullish retracement according to the daily time frame. This is the most recent high that created this push down, or just created this break of structure to make a new low. So buyers don't regain control until price break above this high over here on the daily time frame. We're in between this high and this low. So this is the overall daily range on Apple right now. Then we have a smaller range within this range being between this high and this low. Okay, let's jump into the 4-hour time frame. Looking on a 4-hour time frame, this is overall consolidation here. So this is a big massive consolidation on the 4-hour time frame, but this is consolidation within, I want to say, bullish structure. Yeah, we're printing higher highs and higher lows here. We have a higher high here, a higher low, and a new higher high. So our 4-hour time frame is indeed bullish, where buyers are in control. And looking at our 1-hour time frame, our 1-hour time frame is bullish as well. We just had an aggressive breakout above these highs here with this massive impulse sitting right over here. This was a massive impulse. So our buyers are definitely in control. But for price to go to 215, let's see, 215. I can see price hitting 215. But without, yeah, I can see price hitting 215. This was our previous projection zones. This is the top of the current range as a psychological number, but we might not get a direct to 215. I think it might go to 214 and then reject, or it could reject here at 213 because we already tapped into this 213 area. We already tapped into 213, so it could just reject here. Look into the left hand side of current price, like we already have massive rejections all off of the same area. So price could easily just reject at this area again and then continue down. We did have an aggressive push up with no real retracements, so price does need to balance itself out. It could hit 215, it could go higher than 215, it could hit 214, it could just retrace here. But I think before price will break this level, I think we're going to see a healthy retracement to pull back into these previous highs right over here, and then for a continuation up. That would be the ideal. Buying now is not something that I would be open to doing. Yeah, no retrace. Nah, yeah, I think we should retrace here because this area was already previously rejected. This is a strong violent level of resistance. I think this could retrace here before hitting that 215 area. But buying here to buy up into that 215 area, that's not something that I would do. If I was trading Apple right now, what I would personally do, I would wait for a pullback into the 206 area, because this area was previously broken out of with no real retracement to retest this area. And this 9 sign out of 10, this lines up at a strong fib level. So if I draw a fib from the lowest point to the highest point of this overall push, this is a 50% retracement of overall bullish move. If you want to just adjust your fib and draw it from this instead of this low, use this low, you have a better retracement looking right over here. So I do, as far as buying, I wouldn't buy until price pull back into 206. Buying where it's currently at now is too risky, just because your stop loss for your risk management has to be too big, and that gives you a negative risk reward. And I don't encourage trading negative risk rewards. I'm hoping it goes down a little. I'm out 12K right now on puts. You hoping it goes down? Yeah. So if I wouldn't buy this high. I would want to buy at a better price. So I would rather buy at a discount, anticipating that it could go higher. So that discount price will be at this 206 to 204 area. That's where I would look to buy at. I got 7 days left on the contracts. Okay, bad. Yeah, but as far as Apple going past 215 tomorrow, yeah, I could see it happen, but I think it should retrace first. But buying this high, I definitely would not buy that high. Did we hit TP1 yet on gold? Let's see. Nope. We came close to it in TP1, didn't quite get there. Thanks for the info, no problem, bro. If anybody got any beginner-friendly questions in the TikTok chat, I'll be happy to answer beginner-friendly questions. I'm very experienced in the day trading space, but I am beginner-friendly as well. Thanks for the follow, Giovanni. Welcome to the stream, gang. What else are we looking at? On this gold trade, I think our peak profit was 800 floating, and we're still floating 600 in profit, but I'm not taking partials until my first target gets hit. So if it reverses here and I overall lose the position, that's cool, as long as I stuck to the plan, whatever. But I do have over a 70% win rate, so if I lose, I'll make it back, bro. No big deal. That mean I'll make it back today, I'll make it back another day or the day after that, whatever the case is, right? But we had an amazing week this week, right? We had Thursday now. I haven't took a loss all week. My last loss was Friday. I took a loss on UJ Friday on these UJ sells back here. Overall direction of buyers was right. My timing was just a little bit off. Prices gave a steeper pullback before giving me the sell that I wanted, so I did lose this trade here. I got another entry relatively close to my first entry, but just a different day. And then I had a 1 to 6 risk reward trade over here. Then I took a scaling the following day. This was Monday. Tuesday I took a scaling on my overall Monday position, and I got a nice 1 to 2 risk reward here. So this my trades that I took this week. I also caught buys here on NZD/USD for a 1 to 2 risk reward. This was a nice trade as well. And then the other trade I took this week was this Nas play here for a 1 to 1 risk reward before price came back down to break even. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 trades this week, 4 wins, 0 losses. So we are definitely up on the week. So even if I do lose the trade, I'm still good in the week, no big deal. Do you think there are sellers on that area partial area? It could be. This partial out area was a previous rejection. That's why it's a part of my take partial area. Looking left at this rejection here, price already rejected this area. So even though I have my partial out area at a 1 to 1, I like to also line up my partial out area with areas that price could potentially reject again. So because this area was already rejected, it could get rejected again. So that's not off the table. So it could be sellers waiting in this area for price to reject and then continue down. But we haven't even tapped into the area yet. So even if there are sellers here, they didn't get triggered. And it's like we zoom out and look left, this area was previously rejected as well. Here with these rejections here for support, we have rejections here for resistance, rejection here is for support. Like this is a strong level of support and resistance to both sides of price. So it could be sellers there, but selling is counter trend. Even though it could be sellers there, it's probably more buyers than there are sellers, just because buyers are pro trend right now. Looking at, let's go over every time frame, not every time frame, but the detailed time frame. So the daily time frame is bearish. So actually, yeah, daily time frame is bearish, so it could be sellers here waiting to sell. According to the swing traders, the daily people that trade off a daily time frame, they could be waiting to sell here. But based off of the daily time frame, they will want to sell with confirmation. So they probably would not just set limit orders here. they're probably waiting for like some kind of bearish engulfing or some kind of bearish close, letting them know that this area is getting rejected before they're actually taking a sell. So while this daily candlestick is still open, they're probably not even in this trade yet for the swing traders. Looking at the 4 hour position, 4 hour time frame, the 4 hour time frame is definitely buyers in control. We were printing lower lows and lower highs here at first, where sellers were in control. Then we had a shift in structure here with this impulse move up that rebroke this previous lower high, creating a new high. And now we have these clear higher high, higher low, new higher high right over here. So buyers are in control on a 4 hour time frame. Now if you zoom out and look at it, you have a little inverted head and shoulders indicating a potential reversal pattern on a 4 hour time frame. So daily is bearish, but the 4 hour is indeed bullish. Look at the 1 hour time frame. Our 1 hour is bullish as well. Again, it's the same structure. We have a higher high, a higher low, a new higher high, a potential higher low where I decided to buy at a discount, and I'm anticipating price to come up and make a new high eventually. So 1 hour is bullish as well. Let's even go down to the 30-minute. Looking at the 30-minute, we are still bullish. We were putting some kind of internal structure, lower lows and lower highs here. We have equal lows, a neckline, a break of those equal lows created a new higher high on this 30-minute time frame, a pullback into a discounted area, and then a new high right over here. So our 30-minute time frame is bullish as well. 15-minute time frames are going to have the same kind of structure where we have equal lows, lower high, a breakout. You can even call this a liquidity grab. A liquidity grab below this market structure shift that tapped into a valid level of supply here. Well, not supply, demand, right? And then after the liquidity grab, impulse move to the upside and left back another level of demand, or you can even say left back this fair value gap right here, right? And then we trading off of this fair value gap to come back up here to where we had this market structure shift here that left back this level of supply, right? But 15-minute time frame overall bullish as well. So every time frame is bullish. Like 5-minute time frame is bullish. Look at the 5-minute time frame. You want to zoom in on current price. We're printing lower lows and lower highs here. We have a internal shift in structure where we went bullish. We have a higher high, higher low, high. They go that one fucking fly in my room, bro. Higher high, higher low, higher high. Now we're just giving it a pullback for a potential continuation. So even if there are sellers here, buyers are still in control. Only way sellers will regain control if the buyers are taking profits out at this area, meaning that means buyers are coming out, and while sellers are getting in, then the sellers will regain control. But as of now, buyers are definitely in control. Let's look at my other potential positions. So I was looking at sales on NZUSD. We didn't quite get the pullback I wanted to. I needed a steeper pullback, so still no entry here. Looking at GJ. Okay, we're pushing back up. This is what I needed. So first we had this rejection here. I didn't really want to sell for this rejection. I wanted a deeper rejection. So I needed another rejection off of this area. I'll look to take some sales here. So as price is coming up, this is good. I needed to create these equal highs off of this level. UJ, not really getting to where I wanted. I really want to take sales down here, but we're looking like we're going higher, so no trade on UJ. But GJ, NZUSD, and gold all looks good to support my trade ideas on those pairs. Let's see if I can put my tripod in the middle so it's not. Actually, I can't do that, bro. Fuck. Thanks for that. Yeah, no problem, Jose. Where'd you get your entry at? Did you get in late, or did you get in or did you get a better entry than me? Ugh. I just noticed my webcam wasn't on again, bro. I'll turn it back on right now. Three 420, 342. Oh yeah, damn! You definitely got a better entry than me. You deep in profit. You cooked. What a fucking snipe. 3342. That's all the way down here. 4221. Yeah, you cooked. You got a fucking snipe. I was in it before. Yeah. You got a fucking sniper entry. That's some gas. Holy fuck! Fuck this tripod, bro. Like actually. Can I zoom out some? Does this look better on TikTok Live? Yeah, I think this looks better. Alright, we can turn our webcam back on now. Let's go. I'm only trading with the $100 account for now. Nah, it's cool. Nothing wrong with trading a $100 account. Start off small, work your way up. Just make sure you're not over leveraging it though. Like on a $100 account, max risk like $5 a trade, $10 a trade, no more than that. That way you're not too much at risk of just blowing it within like 2 or 3 trades, right? Nothing wrong with trading a $100 account though. You can risk like 5-10% per trade. At 5 trades, at 1 to 2 risk to reward, you flip the account from 100 to 200. So that's a 100% increase. You can withdraw that 100 and then buy a funded account with that 100. Easy. For the TikTok live, this is the goal position here on the screen. So here's the goal position right over here. Goal buys. I'm sitting roughly about $880 in profit, but my first profit target is at 1K. So this we're at 1K. Once I hit 1K in profit, I'm going to close $500 in profit. Secure, and then I'm gonna leave $500 for a runner to then run for a further target. But we're slowly approaching my first take profit level. We're about 1 pip off. It's low key trolling my shit right here. Did it hit? Bro, did it ask right now? Okay, it hit. We got a wick rejection here. So yeah, we hit our first take profit. So we're gonna take off 50% of my position and leave the rest for a massive runner. Potentially. So we're gonna close half here. So actually it's a little bit shy of 1K. So we're floating about $950 in profit, so $50 shy of 1K. So we're gonna partial close here. Instead of doing 1.42 lots, we're gonna close 0.71. That's half of my position. I'm gonna close now. I secure most of my position, and this is what's left floating as a runner. Look at my order history or my close positions. As you can see here, these are my previous positions. Damn, look at this win streak, bro. This win streak is nasty. Oh my, look at all this green, chat. Holy. Holy. Oh, hey, YouTube chat, you want to see all the green? You want to see the streak, chat? Holy. We've been snapping all week. No cap. Straight greens. Oh, what? So I didn't get taken out of TP2 from the yesterday's trade. Bro, I went to sleep and I didn't set TP. So this is, I'm salty as fuck. I took an unnecessary loss. That's a rookie mistake. So the yesterday's trade, it hit TP1 to where I closed partials at. I closed like almost $400 in partials, and I left the runner. When I went to sleep, the runner was supposed to take me out at TP2. The TP2 got hit, but never took me out. So when it reversed, damn, I'm looking salty as shit. I didn't even notice that till just now. When it reversed, I didn't get taken out to stop loss. That's why you see that $500 loss, because it was supposed to be, it would have been a quote unquote $1,000 loss if I would have lost this trade. But because I took partials out, it only became a $400 loss. But because I already secured for like 400 and I lost like 500, it's only netting like minus 100. So pretty much break even. But I shouldn't even have lost that, bro. Fuck, I never even set a TP. That was a rookie mistake. I went to sleep without setting a TP. That's on me. But other than that, I still consider that a winning trade. Because I won a fucking trade. I just did a fucking rookie mistake. But this win streak is crazy. And we're pumping. Oh, let me report the second part of the YouTube video. In the YouTube short. Damn, that's so, yo. I thought when I got off, I thought I actually set my fucking thing to take partials out. I mean, to TP2, and I went to sleep. But I guess I never set it. But I did. That's low-key salty shit, but it's cool. Like, it ended up being a break-even trade, so I'm not really care. Like minus 100, so I don't really care about it. But in my head though, I'm still counting that as a winning trade, my nigga, because I shouldn't. I just did a rookie mistake. Let me report the second part of the YouTube video for the YouTube shorts. As you can see, I just hit my first target. I partialed out, close partial in my position at a 1-to-1. Now stops is trailed to break even. I'm going to hold the runner for a 1-to-2 risk reward for about 140 pips of profit. If we can hit this 1-to-2, I'll partial out again. And if we hit this 1-to-2 and close above this level, I'll partial out again. But then I would. Fuck, I'm stuttering, bro. Jesus Christ. You're using 24K markets? Nah. This is that's Alpha Trader. I use Alpha Trader for prop firm, and I use Top 1 Trader for prop firm, and then outside of those, my personal capital broker is CoinX. But I do not recommend, like, I'm not saying those as like recommendations because I'm not affiliated with any of them, like as to promote. But this is what I use. But let me start that video all over, bro. All right, as you can see, my TP1 just got hit where I closed 50% of my position. Stops are now until to break even. I'm leaving a runner. As price come up to my TP2 is where I'll look to take partials off again, and then I'll hold the rest of that runner to the top of this range all the way up here for about 420 pips, maybe to hold the trade over till Friday. And if I get broken even before then, or price reverses, it's cool because I already took partials. I already took profits. So you want to maximize your winners and minimize your losers by letting runners run. And yeah, that's it. But this was a indeed solid trade idea. It's your boy Traderholic. Thank you for clicking on this YouTube short, and I'm out, chat. Peace. Nah, yeah, Jose, your entry on gold was gas. I ain't lying. You got a fucking sniper ass entry, bro. You got in that 33 fucking 42, but that's all the way down here. What a wick entry. Super tight stop loss. You could have super tight stop loss below this wick here, and you'll be up some nice ass like risk reward ratio. We're pumping right now. We're pumping like this is not even London session yet. We're still in pre-London. It's only 2 a.m. We only been here for an hour or so. Yeah, I think I started live at 12 something, like 12:50 or some shit like that. So we only been here for like an hour or so. We don't even got London volume in. We have this massive 1 hour candle without London volume. This is still pre-London volume. So London volume, we should definitely see some nice push within this London session. But we're flying right now. This is a very, very, very solid trade. Oh wait, I gotta clip this. I gotta clip this in the Twitch chat. This is for the Twitch chat, bro. You can't see it though, so I gotta adjust this. Okay, like this. All right. Look at this massive win streak, bro, for this week. This win streak is fucking crazy, bro. Like, look at all of these greens. This low key was a break-even trade between this NAS 100 buy, right? These two trades right here cancel each other out because this is the same position, just partials. But look at this fucking fat ass win streak. We've been cooking up all week with just straight profits, straight green, bro. Like, why would you not want to trade at this point? If you know it was possible in trading, we're roughly sitting $800 in profit still in this position, and I already secured. If you look at my close position, I already secured $400 in profit, and we still sitting $800 in profit. So if I close this position out now, it'll be a $1,200 total on the day. But still, like, this is like, why would you not want to be a day trader, bro? This shit is so easy. It's gotta be disciplined, bro. Why does it not let me publish this clip, bro? Fuck. Piss me off. Wait, let me readjust it. Okay, this NZD candle just flipped bullish because at first we had no top wick. We just flipped bullish. Now we look like we're going to pull back into this area, which is nice. Look at that GJ. Okay, GJ is getting close to our area of execution, but see, here's the problem. For everybody in the YouTube chat, y'all know how I trade, bro. I say this all the time. Whenever you have a break and retest, and your retest doesn't have clear structure, there is no trade. So looking at this retest. This retest is way too aggressive. This is an impulse up, bullish impulse without the higher highs and higher lows, right? So I wouldn't buy here because I would not buy. I wouldn't sell here because I don't want to sell this kind of bullish aggression. This is like you're asking to lose a trade at that point. Like it's too risky to sell something that's already aggressively pushing up. Now, if we'd have pushed up on this 5-minute chart with clear structure, then I'll be open to taking that. But even if we tap here and then just straight flip and go bearish and just push down, I wouldn't be mad at myself for not taking this because like it has no structure. Based off of the structure, our most recent higher low is this higher low here, and now we have a new higher high all the way up here. If I look to take a sell as we shift in direction all the way down here, if I look to take this sell, that means my stop loss has to be above these overall highs right over here, which is a big stop loss, about 48 pips. Not too big, right? But look at this risk to reward. Like I don't want to take this risk to reward. Even though it's still positive, I still don't want to take that. I'd rather have a better entry giving me relatively closer to price with a bigger R to R. Like this is a big range. I don't want to take a trade within this range halfway through the fucking push. Like the push starts here and then gives us a market structure shift here. I don't want to be in the trade after the push already started and then I'm halfway fucking done, right? But then halfway to the bottom of the range. Because even if it don't come down to this range, it could come down to these body closes right over here and then flip and go back bullish, creating these equal lows and then it shift the structure to go back bullish. And this will be a negative risk reward, as you can see on the screen, 0.95. That's negative risk reward. So before I take a sell, I need to see price create this high, a lower high, higher low, a rebreak of previous high here. Then I'll be open to take a sell here, giving me a way better entry, a tighter stop loss, meaning I can go 30 pips instead of the 40 pips down here. Then my risk reward significantly increases from a 1-to-1 to 1-to-2.7. So even though we're coming into my area that I wanted to tap into before rejecting, but I still need that structure. If it doesn't happen in order within that structure, then this is a trade that I'll be happy to miss out on. I feel this manipulation on GJ did a continuation to the downside. Yeah, but if I'm anticipating that price to continue down, I still need the structure just to confirm that buyers were regaining control here. We're starting to slow down, and then we have a structure shift, right? If there's no slowdown in price, like then I don't want to buy something. I don't want to sell something that's overall aggressively pushing up. Like think of people that's trying to like, okay, my trade idea with this sell is equal highs here, rejection off of this area to continue down. Think about this kind of move, right? This same idea, but in reverse. So instead of equal highs, aggression down. Think about people that's trying to buy off these equal lows. With this kind of aggression, buying here, people that bought here with this kind of aggression just got clapped out. All got clapped. So I wouldn't want to sell here with this aggression without no structure. This push down had no structure, so people are not buying this. This push up has no structure, so I'm not selling that. So we just got our 1 hour candlestick close at 2 a.m. This is our first hourly close inside this overall 4 hour candle. We did close above these previous highs here, so now I'm not worried about this area getting rejected. We have a nice closure here. This is great for this trade idea. We're flowing deep in profit. I'm going to take some more partials off here and leave a runner. So right, I'm gonna uncap my TP to let my TP run for whatever it wants to run to. I'm gonna take some more partials off here, a little bit shy of TP2, but just to get it out the way, and I don't forget later on, I want to take the partials off now. And I want to see if I can hold a runner to we come up into this 420 pip TP area, which would be I think I had a 70 pip stop loss here. Let's look at it for risk reward. So this would be a potential 1 to 6 risk reward based off of me having a 70 pip stop loss. But I do have my stop to break even now, and I'm leaving the runner. Yo, I'm in a trade right now. Can you look at NQ 30 minute, please? What are you in on NQ? NQ is the same as NAS 100, yeah? Futures, NQ, that minis. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, it's the same as NAS 100, but I hate the structure. I hate the fucking zones. So we're going to just look at NAS 100. What are you in on NQ? You in NQ sales? All right, let's do a deep dive into your breakdown. Hold on, let me manage my gold trade real quick. Make sure I take my partials off before I forget. Some of it slip away. Okay, so looking at this NAS 100, start off on a daily. You're in NQ sales, right? So before we even get into the detail, right? Actually, this is the detail. Let me adjust it so you can see it. Right? Actually, we're gonna go higher. We're gonna go on the monthly time frame. Looking on the monthly time frame, you know, as credit chart said, my drawings don't confuse you. Looking on the monthly time frame, you know we just made a new high. This is aggression on the buy side, right? Within this aggression on the buy side, this is also all-time highs. So the only thing that supports your sell idea based off of the higher time frames is that we are at all-time highs and there's no clear structure to reverse off of. Wait, that's not supporting that. That's countering it, right? But you're looking at sales at all-time high. So because we're at all-time highs, it lets you know that price could potentially come print a higher low before making a new high, giving you that bullish structure. But at the same time, right, selling at all-time highs, you don't know how far it's going to go up before it starts to make that retracement. It could just continue higher here and then it makes the retracement, right? You don't know that, so that would be you taking an unnecessary loss, right? Also, being as though price is at all-time highs, you could be trying to catch that counter retracement, giving you a big risk reward. So that's a little thing about trading at all-time highs, right? But based off of the daily time frame, we're overall bullish, aggressively bullish. We just made a new high as price broke above these highs sitting right over here, and we made a new high both based off of price making a new high right over here. We're currently in between this high. Actually, let's carry chart and do it all over. We're actually in between this high. Let's zoom in so you can get more detail. We're actually in between this high and this higher low. This is my most recent higher low before making a new high. So we have this higher high, higher low, higher high, right? So we're overall bullish on the daily time frame. Look at the 4-hour time frame. A 4-hour time frame is bullish as well. Let's get relatively closer to current price. Looking at our 4-hour time frame, we have this same kind of effect where we have a higher high, a higher low, a higher high. And now we have a new lower low, meaning our 4-hour time frame just shift into bearish structure. So this, we have an internal structure shift here where the 4-hour just went bearish. So then outside this bearish structure, we have a lower low, a lower high, a new lower low. Then we have a shift in structure again to where the 4-hour time frame decided to go bullish. I just got thrown off. This 4-hour time frame decided to go bullish. So you are in sales on NAS 100 that is counter-trend to the overall 4-hour and the daily being bullish. So you are in a risky trade because your trade is counter-trend to the higher time frame. Get into the 1-hour time frame. Looking at the 1-hour time frame, again, we're still aggressively bullish. On the 1-hour time frame, we have equal lows here, a shift in direction here where this 1-hour time frame decided to go bullish, and then we doesn't have a retracement. So your sales is kind of trend hoping that price could reject and come down to tap into this area. But what are we rejecting off of? We haven't created another equal high here. We haven't tapped into this level yet for rejection. There's nothing in here that could be signaling a potential rejection off of this area. I guess your only rejection will be off of this level of supply here with this rejection here. But at the end of the day, your sales are still counter trend. Is this something that I would take personally? No. But what does support your sell is the fact that price is slowing down. That's my TP4K. Okay. What supports your sell is that price is slowing down. So we did have a lot of aggression here. Now you can see the candlesticks wicks are getting bigger. The bullish candles are getting smaller. Let you know that price is slowing down this aggressive bullish momentum. That supports your sell idea, but again, it still doesn't have too much structure to base that sell off of. So I think your sales is counter trend. Me personally, if I was trading NAS, I would want to look for the NAS buys because it's pro trend. I don't take counter trend trades really, but I don't see what area I don't see what area you're looking to sell off of. I will be looking for buys, but I will be looking for buys at this area. So I will wait. I'm talking too fast. Let me slow down. I will be waiting for price to pull back into this 2.600 area to take buys. But in order for my buys to play out, your sales have to happen first so that I can see your sales winning in that aspect but like I don't see your price reacting off of this area anywhere for your sales to play out. But it could play out. I could be wrong. Like I have a 70% win rate, over a 70% win rate in my trading, and this could be one of my losers. Right? So your trade still could play out. I always encourage people to stick to their own ideas. Just copying what everybody else is doing without learning anything from it. You're not teaching yourself. Right? You learn from your own mistakes, not just copying what somebody else is doing. So always stick to your plan, and then after you see your plan through all the way through, then you will know what to look for afterwards. Like you know how to critique and sample size your the data you acquire from your losing trades and stuff like that. That's how you get better at trading. So always stick to your plan. But from my opinion about your sales, I think your sales is a little bit premature. But I think they could play out because I will be looking for buys. But in order for my buys to play out, the sales have to happen first. Let's look at the YouTube chat. I look at the YouTube chat in a second. Oh, what's good, Chef? What's good, Michael? Even you trading prop firm? Yeah, I'm trading prop. Michael, you ask me that every day. Every day you come to the YouTube chat, you ask me about trading prop firm. I trade prop firm and personal capital. You use TradingView for chart analysis and trade locker for your orders. Yeah. So the prop firm I trade off of I'm funded 80K with Top One Trader. I'm about to get funded 100K with Alpha Traders. Those for prop firms, and my personal broker, like my personal capital that I trade off of is Alpha Trader. So as far as Top One Trader and Trade Locker, Top One Trader and Alpha Trader, I use Trade Locker for both of those. And then for CoinEx, I use the CoinEx platform. CoinEx has their own platform. Hey Chef, did you get in these buys? Did you take those buys with me or what? Even if we get that rejection that I want to look for on fucking, even if we get the rejection I'm looking for on GJ, I'm not even going to take it just because, not GJ, NZDUSD. Even if we get this rejection here that I want, I'm still not going to take it just because I want to end the week with no losses. So because I already took a win on the day, I'm not even going to take a second trade. I don't have to take a second trade. I'm 4-0 this week. I haven't took a loss yet. So to maximize protect my profit that I already secured this week, I'm going to continue the week undefeated and go into the next week with the win streak to keep that momentum going, right? Keep that confidence up. GU, what I think about GU, I like GU sales as well, similar to GJ, but I need to see a deeper retracement into this 36750 area. Do you want me to do it in detail breakdown, Jose? No, I should have though. I'm just learning how to analyze. I'm just learning how you analyze charts. Okay, I got you. Bro, when my trading is just so simple. I just could use the basic fundamentals of trading with understanding how structure is and pure price action, and I just apply that to every single time frame to get an added confluence, and then use the lower time frame for the entries that supports my overall direction of bias determined by the higher time frames. I think our peak profit for this runner was like 11K, not 11K, 1100, but we're still floating 800 in profit, 850 in profit. So on this runner on gold, so we're still good, bro. This is a fire setup. I think I'm gonna stay here. I think I'm gonna stay on live till 3 a.m. Then I'm off this bitch. I'm gonna go to sleep. We've been cooking all week though. When I first, actually, let's look at all the trades I took on this account. So when I first got the Alpha Trader account, I think I started this account this week. No, last week. I think I thoughts on ES. I got you. I'll do thoughts on ES first. Let's look at ES. There you go. So ES on the daily time frame, we are over, hold on. I'm hot as fuck, bro. Looking at ES, we are overall bullish on a daily time frame. We have a brick of structure here where we made a new high, and this is our most recent higher low on ES. Actually, this is my most recent higher low on ES. On the daily time frame, look on the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we are aggressively bullish as well. Buyers are definitely in control. I want to say my most recent higher low on the 4-hour is this point here. We just broke out of this overall range, but even though this is my most recent higher low, we still have a level of support down here. So instead, I'm going to capture the bottom of the range, being these wicks down here. So our 4-hour is bullish, 1-hour is bullish, daily is bullish. Looking on the 1-hour time frame, so we just had a pullback rejection off of this area. Could have had some potential buys off of this area. So look at the 5-minute based off of the structure. So for ES, we have our 5-minute was printing higher highs and higher lows here. We have created some equal highs. We have a bearish shifting direction where the 5-minute decided to go bearish. Now we have this 5-minute structure being lower lows and lower highs with this low here. We have another internal structure shift here where the 5-minute decided to go back bullish alongside the overall 1-hour, 4-hour, and the daily being bullish. This would have been a potential buy entry based off of this 5-minute closure above this high. You could have had stop loss below this low for about you could have had stop loss below this low, or you could have used the overall level. I wouldn't did 44. I would have did 45 just to be give it some breathing room in case price want to make equal lows. This was the potential entry based off of that based off of this trade, and then you could look to target a 1-to-1 for your first TP and a 1-to-2 for your second TP. But based off of price action, looking for targets, like this is all-time high still. Like there's no price action looking left to even base off of, to even base a TP off of. So like based off of TPs here, like you would only have to do your TPs based off of 1-to-1s and 1-to-2s in the risk reward aspect of trading. Other than that, yeah, buying now though, well, yeah, you can still buy now, but stop loss below this low because it's still relatively close to the very entry idea. But because buying, but at the same time, this is still all-time highs. So let's actually measure this for, the thing is it's all-time high. Yeah, it is all-time highs. The thing about all-time highs though, all-time highs could be tricky to trade without like experience. This is why it could be tricky to trade. I'm just talking about this with NAS 100 because NAS 100 is at all-time highs as well. But trading at all-time highs, for one, you don't want to sell all-time highs because price could just continue going higher. You don't want to sell something that's overall aggressively pushing up. You want to see the market slow down in price first and then sell as a lower time frame reversal, or after you start to see rejection candlesticks like doji's, big wick rejections, things of that nature. Then taking sales at all-time highs will be like doable, still risky. The thing about buying at all-time highs is if you're buying at all-time highs, you don't have too much levels to base your buys off of, based off of take profits or stop losses and things of that nature. So if the opportunity presents itself to where you can actually have a valid stop loss below a level of support or resistance or below a level of supply or demand, things like that, then you could buy. But again, you're at all-time highs, so a reversal or retracement, not a reversal, a retracement for that all-time high just to balance out the price action could happen at any given moment, meaning you will be losing that buy. But at the same time, at all-time highs, you will want to take buys rather than taking sells because the aggression is already proved. Like you're already aggressive. You don't want to try to sell something so aggressive. You don't want to try to sell a market that's aggressively bullish. You will want to go with the overall momentum of the market being aggressively bullish. So you will want to take buys, but it's tricky because it's not too much data looking left of current price to base your trade idea off of. Also, a retracement can happen at any given moment. But if I was trading all-time highs, I would aggressively just be looking for buys. I never try to sell all-time highs. Like the buys are still higher probability than the sells just because the buyer is all-time high. Like it could just definitely continue to go higher. Makes sense. Thanks, Sensei. No problem, bro. Thanks for stopping by the stream, my boy. I started the stream a little early. Normally, I don't start till like 3, but because this gold trade was overall, like I was in this gold trade early, I got in like a little bit before pre-limit at like 12:50 something. Like I felt like I had to go live because I was already in the trade and I didn't want to take the trade without being on a live. But because I started early, I'm in early. Normally, I end at like 4:35 maybe, but I started early, so I'm in at 3. I lucky when I in at 2:30 for real. But I'm gonna try to stay at 3, depending on how I feel at 2:30. So we could have a potential scaling no go here. We have a retest. Should I scale in? I type one in the YouTube chat if I should scale in. Because this scale in does look nice. Not gonna lie. Should I scale in this bitch or what? The scaling will be off a 1 minute time frame, not a 5. It will be 1 minute breaking retest, not a 5 minute breaking retest. Reason being for the scaling is we have a 1 hour close above previous level of resistance, meaning this level is now holding as support. Look on a 1 minute time frame to see this retracement. Looking on this 1 minute time frame, we have this lock. Okay, let's lock this. Okay, looking on this 1 minute time frame, we have a higher high, a higher low. This was that 1 hour closure. We have a higher high. Actually, the 1 hour closure was here. So we have this higher high, higher low, a new higher high. This is where the 1 minute goes back to bearish structure, being though we just went bearish here. So if price creates this lower high, lower low, I could take a scaling entry based off of a 1 minute internal structure shift here with this buy, and then use this as a stop loss, and then look to continue to trade up for scaling. If price just doesn't create a lower high and re-breaks lows, if it just continues up from here, I could use this entry as a stop loss as price come down up to re-break this current high. This is also the current high of this 1 hour candle right above here. And I can use that as entry stop loss below this low, which will be also below the current 1 hour low. And I could look to take this trade again, still all the way up here. Both of these entries look nice for potential scaling. This one will give me a 1 to 2.6 risk to reward. And like this one will give me a better risk to reward for about a 1 to 4. But the scaling does look nice. I do like this scaling, not gonna lie. Also, yes, that's the thing is all the time. That makes sense. Thanks for analyzing my homework and analyzing my homework. Number one skilling. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna take the skilling. The skilling will be low risk though, so I'm not gonna risk the full 1K, like on 100K. I'm not gonna risk 1K. I'm gonna risk half of my normal risk. So if you normally risk 1%, if you normally risk $100, I'm gonna risk $50. If I normally risk $50, I'm gonna risk $25. If I normally risk 2K, I'm gonna risk 1K. Cut my risk in half, just to be safe on risk management. Good morning, everyone. What's good, Honest? Welcome to the stream, gang. Hey, I got that trade breakdown for you. For these trades. What's good, Mr. H? Welcome to the stream, gang. These trades back over here. You wanted me to break down these trades right here, right, Honest? These trades you wanted me to break down in like a YouTube video? I have these breakdowns. They will be posted tomorrow. Today's YouTube video is going to be a YouTube short breaking down like a live trading short of my NAS 100 sell that I caught yesterday. Yeah. So the USD trades will be broken down. I mean, will be posted on Friday. And I'm not doing the trader versus AI series no more. Like when I trade against ChatGPT, I'm not doing that series no more, the YouTube series no more. Even though the idea was still fucking fire, the reason why I'm not doing it no more is because the vision I got of it in my head, I can't edit that good. Time, I don't know what time, but it's going to be in the morning. Not in the morning. It's going to be like after the stream. Not after the stream. After the New York session. It's going to be like like the beginning of Asian, like at maybe 7 p.m., 5 p.m., somewhere around there. It's gonna be sometime during Asian session. I'm getting in at 3363 when it does, boss. All right, bet. 3363. Yeah, I like the scaling at the break of the current 1 hour high. I'm gonna do a little bit more conservative stop loss though. I'm not gonna do stop loss below that current hourly low. I'm gonna use the previous hourly low. So if I get the scale in here, I don't want to do it too tight and price just create a steeper bottom wick, still reject this area and continue higher. I want to do it a little bit more conservatively and below this hourly candle right over here. Meaning this was the hourly candle that confirmed buyers was stepping in above this zone. Right, this is the hourly candle that actually gave me the hourly closure above this resistance here. So I'm going to use this bottom wick as a stop loss rather than this current wick, because even though this current wick is the valid stop loss, but price can easily just create a steeper low wick here, reject you, get you stopped out, and it continue higher. And I don't want to take that unnecessary loss, being as though I'm trying to continue my win streak that I've been having all week. I'm gonna be a little bit more conservative with the scaling, risk lower, then I'm gonna have a like 140 pip stop loss. My stop loss is basically going to be at my entry for my first target. Well, relatively close. I'm definitely going to settle for a bigger stop loss in this case, just so I don't get wicked out. Because looking at this entry for a buy, you're also buying into this wick rejections here. All right, this area did get rejected here, so you're actually buying into rejection. So price could consolidate here. All right, we could play around here and then go. And you don't want price to play around in this area, take you out first, creating this like bigger range, and then go. Either that for scaling, or a scaling as the next hourly candlestick close above this high here, and then you could scale in and use this as a level of support, giving you a tighter stop loss, and then still give you another. Yeah, this will be the better scaling. So waiting for the next hourly candle. Yeah, I don't want to scale in here no more. Change my mind. Trick. But the closure above these wicks here will be the better scaling. That'll be the better idea, based off of like being as though you're be in the clear and you'll be breaking above these wicks already. Like this is still potential rejection areas. I don't want to buy here as price rejecting this area. It doesn't make sense. I want to see price clear this rejection first, confirm a new breakout, see another hourly candlestick close above, then I'll take that buy there. That looks better. Again, trading is all probability game. So you want to trade based off what's the higher probability. I think the higher probability trade will be if we clear this high as well. Because price could easily make an equal high here on the 1 hour time frame and then reverse in the 1 hour shift bearish below these lows down here. And that's a possibility as well. So that's where it gets tricky. I'd rather we re-break the previous hourly high, but this is the 1 hour previous hourly high. I'd rather we re-break the previous hourly high and take a buy-in of there as we confirm breakout rather than buying before breakout. This entry is still a valid scaling, but it's a little bit too impulsive. And we all know I'm not that aggressive when it comes to trading. I'm more of the conservative passive approach and just let my runners do the talking for me. And that's how I come across these big win streaks like I'm on now. Because I take my time and I'm real passive. Real passive patience. I've always like to say patience protects profits. So overall in profit, you want to be patient and put your money behind high quality setups. Based off of just throwing your money behind any setup just because you feel like it's a good idea. Like the scaling is a good idea. I do think it's a good idea, but I think it makes more sense to just wait for another confirmed breakout. I'm gonna low-key archive all my TikTok videos and start posting trading content on TikTok, like TikTok shorts, like YouTube shorts, but on TikTok. I think that's what I'm starting doing. If I got any pairs I want me to break down on YouTube channel, let me know. And what should I add to the Discord? What y'all think I should add to the Discord? Y'all got any specific text channels or things like that y'all want to add in the Discord? And how many of y'all view the psychology tab? I'll be posting like quotes in the psychology tab, like to strengthen your like psychology, different methods of thinking, stuff like that, to make you like a more confident trader, stuff like that. Risk management stuff. I post all that in the psychology tab. I'm starting to. How many of y'all been actually looking at the psychology tab? Where my nigga KD at, bro? He ain't joining the YouTube chat, bro. He probably getting clapped up. Whenever KD don't stop by the stream, he getting clapped up, bro. He trying to hide it from me and shit. When my nigga KD get clapped up, his ass don't talk to me, bro. Start ducking. You know I'm gonna say something about him getting clapped up. Yeah, no cap. My nigga KD be trolling, bro. He know how to trade, but he just be bullshitting, bro. He be bullshitting too much. His ass be getting nervous. He be quaking. That's what we like to call it, quaking, bro. You know how to trade though, but I'd be like, how many trades you take today? She be like, shit, I took 5. I won my first 2, but I just kept trading and I lost. Like, damn, bro. So I know whenever he don't talk to me and shit, like whenever he don't stop by the stream, bro, it's probably because he's getting cooked. He ain't trying to hear me roast his ass for getting cooked. Let's see how that 30-minute candle close. That 30-minute candle close bullish or bearish. So we got a weak bullish close. Nice. Not really nice, but it's still a weak bullish close. And look at this 1-hour rejection candle. Didn't quite tap into the area though. Came close, didn't quite tap into the area. We're printing a higher low now. On this 1 hour, on this 5-minute time frame. So if we could stop here, we break this high, take this low, this would be a nice sell entry. This could be a nice sell entry on NZD USD. But this, I want to see this high get rebroke first. But I do like the idea. I nigga Vaughn in this whole bro. I nigga D-Rock in this hoe. All right, let's look at GJ. So this aggression is still printing on GJ, but no real higher low. So no trade idea here, bro. No trade idea, no higher lows. Look at UJ. Same GU, NAS 100, UBPCHF, GA, AU. Who was it that asked about AU yesterday, bro? Someone asked about AU yesterday. Who was it? Oh, I think it was Bravo. I think I said that earlier though. I think it was Bravo. I just noticed y'all couldn't hear the music this whole time. Let's see that Twitch click pub saved. What kind of YouTube content y'all want to see, bro? Give me some YouTube video ideas. Wait till I tell my nigga Aaron this shit, bro. That shit crazy. That nigga gonna start laughing at my dumb ass, bro. Why the fuck this clip not loading, bro? Shit pissed me off. All right, I'll wrap it up here, bro. Fuck this shit. It's your boy Trader Hog. I'm finna wrap this up here. GJ is dropping. Let's see. Man, you trolling me, bro. Oh, it is. So good. This is good though. This is good. We need price to drop, create a lower high, re-break a high, even get an entry at this shift in structure. Stop loss above that high. Then we can look to target this bottom of the range. So this is good. But after it drops, we needed to re-break a high. I'm gonna wrap it up here, bro. As far as gold scaling in above 3365 is a good idea. I'm not gonna take it personally though, because I'm finna lay my black ass down and I'm probably gonna fall asleep, so I'm not even looking at the charts no more. My stops are at break even. I don't need to sit here and manage this trade anymore. Just let it do what it do. When I wake up for New York session, we'll see what they got to bring. Actually, let's look at Forex Factory. So let's see if USD got, okay, we got news at 8:30. So I'm gonna be out of the shade before news. That's a fact. But I'm gonna wrap it up here. If you took this trade, if you got any of these gold buys, shout out to you, bro. If you didn't get any of these gold buys and you stuck to the plan because you seen something different, still shout out to you because you stuck to your own designated plan. If you're just spectating to learn on the YouTube chat, shout out to you as well, bro. For me, you're taking a step that a lot of people aren't taking. A lot of people talk about learning how to trade, but nobody actually taking the steps to actually learn. Right? There's hella content on YouTube for free. Hence me. I do everything on YouTube for the free. Right? I don't gatekeep nothing. Everything I learned in my 4 years of experience, I share you. Ask me any question, beginner, intermediate, or advanced, I will tell you anything you want to know. And that goes for anybody. But I'm gonna wrap it up here. It's your boy Traderholic, and I'm out, chat. They'll be in the stream. They'll be in the YouTube chat.